Yo, what's good everybody? So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down some recent trades as well as breaking down exactly why I got into them and why I thought they were good. So yeah, let's get started. So the first trade, this one is going to be saying bonk 1 million times, right? 1M. So this coin I had a lot of conviction for because, let me move my plate real quick, 1 second. My peanut butter sandwiches. Okay, so let me pull up another chart. So there was a coin that was running like crazy. It was called Pump. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Live is saying Pump Fund Live 1 million times. Let me see if I have it around in my. See, it was called. I think it's 1M or no, it's probably. Anyways, I can't find it, but it's saying Pump Fund 1 million times. I believe it ran up to $2 million market cap, right? So the dude was just saying Pump Fund, Pump Fund, Pump Fund, Pump Fund a million times, and he actually did it, right? He was super locked in. So I was like, wait, right now is bonk meta, and obviously the pump fund volume is dying and everything, so all the coins were like, everybody was making coins on bonk, and this guy made saying bonk 1 million times, right? And he actually was doing it, and I'll break down exactly what happened with this coin. And yeah, so I think I played it out right because I had conviction in this coin. So at the beginning, right? So I bought in first at 119. I bought in at 140. Okay, sorry. That's the amount. So I bought in at 18K and I also bought at 22K. So 119 and 149. And yeah, so I bought in here. It migrated, kind of PvP'd a little bit. It dumped. So that's where I was like, is this coin just going to get farmed and just nuke? And it came back up, and then I just clipped out, right? So I made, the truth is I was up like 5 or 6 SOL on this coin, and I ended up round tripping a lot of my profits. But I can't even be mad because this was like a conviction play. So this was like going against what I thought it would do, or this was going where I thought it would, like, you know what I'm trying to say, basically. So what happened is he ended up getting banned on his Twitch stream, right? So he was streaming on Twitch originally. And I was like, oh, nah, right? So I bought in. I'm like, this is just nuked. I was like, is that a bundle nuke or something? And I look at the stream and it's banned. And then I sold, right? And I bought back in. I'm like, oh, dude, like, I should have just waited till it floored out because I thought it was going to bounce back up because he was going to instantly start streaming on Twitter. So I had to like manually go to his Twitter account, which everything's deleted now, right? And I said, go live on X. And it took him a little bit, but he finally went back live on X. If I would have gotten a floor entry at like 6K, that would have been a really nice cook. Or just scalp, right? With like 1 or 2 SOL. So he basically responded to a couple replies saying he'll go live on X and he'll also make a Kick account and go live on there, right? So I was like, okay, that's good. So I saved my bags and made a tiny bit of money with that as well. So I think I just full clipped. Yeah, I just full clipped up there 400. And what was the other amount? 359. So it was like 759 total. And then it was kind of just cooking. So I was like, okay, wait, this dude is actually like for real on this, right? Like he's actually going to keep doing this. This actually might even go to 1 mil or 1 or 2 mil, right? Like this was kind of making my brain roll around. I'm like, wait, should I just like buy this and hold? Just, if I lose $200, $300, it's fine. So this is where it pisses me off because I'm like a super scalper, right? I'm in and out of trades really quick. Average hold time is probably like 10 to 30 seconds, right? Maybe a couple minutes. And because the market really doesn't it doesn't reward holders at this time, right? Unless it's on certain coins. But realistically, that's what you have to do. You have to get in and out really quick, and that's what has been working for me. Now, unfortunately, with this coin, I bought in here at 150 and sold here. It was like, I want to say it was a couple hours later, or no, I think I just had my stop loss and it just got wicked out. And I had, let's see what my entry was. So I bought in 150 at 13.9K, and like, look at that, all the way up to 63K, right? So I got faked out one time, right? They hit me with the Jewish fake out one time. And then it nuked again and I bought back in at 38. So that was a really juicy entry. And then they hit me with the fake out again because I just was not patient enough on my own conviction, right? So sold like right here, a little bit below my entry, and it went all the way up to 69, right? So this is where I was like, okay, honestly, I think this is good. And I honestly think this could actually send pretty hard, right? So I bought in more, bought in more, bought in more, bought in more, went all the way up, nuked all the way down. And I was like, okay, it's kind of starting to hold a floor, right? And the thing is, the reason why I sold here is because he finally broke 100,000 times, or yeah, 100,000 times saying bonk. But I was like, okay, maybe when he hits 100,000, all the people are going to FOMO in. Nothing happened, right? And I sold, which is just so stupid because I should have just held, right? Throw 500 in, whatever. I think it's like 500, and just forget about it, let it cook. Well, what ended up happening, I sold again for the third time. And yeah, like look at that. With like 500, that would have been all the way at 43 average entry, almost like 12 or like 700 extra in profit. So total 1200. So that like pissed me off even more. So this kind of confirmed, okay, this coin's really good actually. So I bought once up here, and then I had stop losses, or like, what is it called? Limit orders, and they all got filled, right? And yeah, so I was like, all right, I'm just going to let this cook. This is going to go to a mill for sure. He's locked in. He's already at like 180K or something. And everything was doing fine. Some people clipped out a little bit, and then out of nowhere, right? It just started nuking. And I'm like, oh, nah, right? It goes back up, and then I have a automatic sell on dev sell because obviously if he dev sells, it's going to get cooked. And there was actually a couple reasons that this could have nuked. It's possible that he locked his dev supply initially, but it's possible that it unlocked early, or he, whatever could have happened, right? Because I thought he locked it up for a longer period of time. So that could have been one thing, or he could have just completely like lied about locking it up. He could have just sent it to a different wallet instead of on what's it? Something finance, right? Whatever, wherever they lock the supply. So I cannot speak. I automatically sold, and then I guess I had a little bit left on an extra wallet, so it was like 26. And yeah, that's kind of what happened with this coin. I had conviction, but it wasn't enough conviction in the past here. This is when I finally had enough conviction to actually just hold it. I didn't really care, like. And then unfortunately, he dev sold. He deleted his Twitter account. He gave up. I really like, hey, if he's watching, right, props to you. Like you were locked in. I like, just bro, next time don't rug the coin, please, bro, because I honestly think this could have sent. And yeah, like, I mean, it was good, and I think I should have just been more patient with these kind of coins, because these, like, there is no volume until there is, right? Like, he goes to bed, everybody's like chilling, nothing, and then out of nowhere, boom, it just sends, right? So I was up like 5 or 6, 7 SOL at one point. Like, I round tripped a lot, as you can see. Round tripped up here when I had like a 69K entry. I could have sold it 102. Could have sold up here when my entry was around here. But I mean, I still made money on the coin, right? 2.2 SOL. That's not bad, right? Now let's go on to this other coin. So this other coin was called Dark Bonk, and this is another community coin. I did think this is really good because it was bonk meta. It was like cool, like Dark Bonk. The community was active, and the dude was saying he was going to pay Dex, the developer or whatever, right? And I was like, okay, that's actually good. If he does, so I bought in here, and then he basically posted that he paid Dex, so I bought in even more, and then it nuked a little bit, as you can see before, and I was like, oh, that's a little bit questionable. And then out of nowhere, it just started sending, right? It bonded, and then I got clippy a little bit up here, and yeah, so 1.9, and then I also scalped it a little bit too. So it was coming down. It had a super like hard flash dump from 70 all the way down to like 47. So if you can tell, like, this is also kind of like a support right here at this level, is like right here. You could see it bounced right here. So right around here, I'm going to draw that even longer. So yeah, and then I basically bid the support. I thought it was good. I thought it would hold it. So I scalped it a little bit up there, made a little bit of extra P, and I don't believe I got into it any more times. But yeah, so it held this support for the third time, which typically it's like bullish, right? If it's holding its support, it can finally start to leg up. But it's basically started slowly dying out. And I mean, it actually did cook up a little bit. I'm just going to see what happened because I don't remember. Big, I guess Steph sold, had a dead cat bounce right here. Really big dead cat bounce from 10K to 50. And then now it's dead. But these are like the coins that I really like to like cook on. And like this one I held with conviction. Typically, most of my trades you're going to see, I find a good entry, right? I scalp, scalp in this area and then get out up here. And like if there's like a really, really hard sell off, right? Then I'm in and out of a trade, right? Like this would have probably been a decent scalp up here from 29 right here down to like 17, 18, right? You just scalp from 18 all the way up to 23 or something like that, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, but that's kind of just a demonstration. You make like 20, 30%, move on to the next coin, right? 0.2, 0.3 SOL. So yeah, these are just some trades I wanted to break down. And, I'm just like still like thinking about this one M coin because I really do think it had potential. And you obviously have to move on from every single coin, right? And, like it's fine. I did round trip a lot of money, but a lot, like 3 times in a row, right? But that's kind of the point of having conviction, because if you don't have conviction in any coin, right, and you just scalp it forever, then you're never going to make that really, really big money. If my $500, if I would have held it and it actually did go to a mill, right? Like say he was still doing it live, you 100% know people would start to jump on the train. KOLs, and everybody. I mean, we already had KOLs at the beginning, right? And what do you think these like big buys were that sent it to 100K out of nowhere, right? It wasn't just random people. It was probably like KOLs trying to work together, putting in some money in their wallets. And then maybe they saw something fishy that went on and they all sold, right? They were holding like the whole floor basically, right? So once he probably got a higher amount of time saying it, like say maybe 2, 3, 400,000, then most likely these KOLs would start pushing it a little bit harder. And then who knows, maybe the bonk guy, right? Or these big people would talk about it. And then this goes absolutely crazy, right? But this one, I technically was fine with round tripping, but it does come with like, oh, maybe I should have held it, right? Or I should have done this. I should have done that. You could have done a lot of things, but that's why you have to kind of stick with your like basis of like holding it. The truth is I didn't really want to lose money on this coin. So that's why I had my stop losses basically. So this one I honestly just sold because I thought it was dying, but I had a stop loss that got hit here. And yeah, that was only like one stop loss, but I had limit orders right here that were hit. And yeah, I honestly thought it was really good. And it honestly was. I mean, it had potential, but you have to always remember things can go wrong and things sometimes aren't going to go as planned. So you have to have a backup plan for that, right? But if I would have held, my conviction would have paid off because I could have made 5 to 10K off of that initial investment, right? But yeah, so, and in terms of the Dark Bonk, honestly, this, like, what I was thinking is my strategy was I'm just going to hold this till migration and I'm just going to clip, right? Like, I thought it was good. And, it did go higher, right? But I still made let's see, I made 148, 300 into, let me see how much I sold. Did I take a 50? See, 500, right? So easy on that. And then I had it still on my other tab and I just noticed it got super nuked. It was on a support. So I just bid the support and then scalped for a little bit extra. So yeah, these are just like the kind of plays I've looked for. This is kind of how I look at coins and stuff. And yeah, thank you for watching.